more can I say?
Top Billin. Aight, Top Billin back at it again. Free agency in full swing, and I'm liking so far what the Seattle Seahawks have been doing. They have some under-the-radar moves going on, and you have to factor in, of course, the trade of Russell Wilson and the return that they got from that. So a guy like Noah Fant, a Shelby Harris, I don't think people know about. I might have to wake them up pretty soon on him. And then you go out and you grab a cat like Uchenna Nwosu, a guy that I have a ton of insight on, being as though I covered this cat at the University of Southern California when he was a Trojan, and I was working at Rivals.com covering that team. I'm going to do a little bit of a film study on him, nothing too drastic about that. I just kind of wanted to talk about his fit, if they are kind of evolving the philosophy, or not the philosophy, maybe evolving the scheme, and having a guy who's an edge backer, someone who can play the flat, who can probably work hook curl if necessary, can rush from a motorcycle stance, and I think he has a ton of talent. He was very fun to cover at USC. He seemingly came out of nowhere. He may have been like a 2 or 3 star recruit, and he ended up being very good, the best player on that defense in my opinion. So having him after coming in with Mel Ingram and, of course, Joey Bosa, and having to play with those guys and being in a rotation with them, going to Seattle, man, you could see him become a breakout player. I can't say for sure. I know that he has a ton of talent, and I know that Pete Carroll and the staff will get the best out of him, and he'll probably have a lot more. Actually, he did get a chance to be more of a front-line player with Mel Ingram gone, but I think him in Seattle, you just never know. So I'm going to get to that right there. I want to talk about really quick right here. I want to kind of react to Pete Carroll's press conference and something that he said.
You can kind of count on where we're going. You kind of have a sense for what we think and how we operate. And we've been successful for a long time. And we're proud of that. We're also proud that we know what we're doing. And we believe in what we believe in, and we're fired up to kick it into high gear. So as we go through this, it'll be evident. I'm not going to share all the philosophy stuff with you, but I just wanted to make that clear.
All right, so does that sound like anyone who's focused on a rebuild? Not in the least bit. There is no rebuilding with Pete Carroll and John Schneider in Seattle. They're only going to reload. So for all you people running up on the channel crying, talking about a rebuild, they don't work that way. You can see the defiant nature in which he was talking with, like, we've been doing this, we've been successful for a long time. We know what we're doing. That's not people who are going to focus themselves on a rebuild. It's like the New England Patriots. Anybody ever heard the New England Patriots talk about a rebuild when they lost Tom Brady? Not a chance. They went out and got Cam Newton for a season. They were kind of a fringe playoff team. Then, boom, they ended up finding someone to compete with Cam Newton, ended up being a rookie that they fell upon, and then the rest is history, already back in the playoffs. So think about this. There's no one man above the team in a philosophy like that. I think that's what he was trying to convey. Like, there have been plenty of cats that come through that program, all kind of great cats. And I know they're not the quarterback. Everybody wants to focus on the quarterback. It's only been one quarterback that entire time in Seattle. There's no doubt about that. But he's still he's a key cog, but he's still one piece of that puzzle there. And they will rise the program as one. So I wouldn't be worried about one player. They're going to get that together. It's too good of a program, and you can just tell the way they're talking that they're not even remotely focused on a rebuild, all right? But make sure you get that quality support in if you haven't already. If you want to keep this thing rolling, keep the channel going in this direction, and make sure you send in your quality support so we can keep the lights on here at Top Billin, so we can continue to rock, all right? All right, so here we go. Your man Uchenna Nwosu right here. Press towards the 9. You'll see him running the arc. This is a pretty good display of pass rushing ability here. Has he them? Closed in on Granddaddy right there. Granddaddy Big Ben. You ain't supposed to hit your granddaddy like that. All kinds of hips turning to sawdust and shit. You ain't supposed to do that. One more time, full speed. I like this. You can see that inside hezzy that he gave him. Coming from that much space. Think about it. Coming from that much space right there. you give your man a long time to think about what you're going to do right here. And it looks like it was paralysis by analysis for the right tackle here because he's kind of late on the hands. You see the inside hezzy. You see the foot here. Hit him like it was going to be an inside approach, perhaps maybe even some type of physical move. Nope. Gave him half a man, fought off the arms, small surface area he was working with. So my man right there, swinging that fresh air. You can see him dip that shoulder, the bendability, the flexibility, the dexterity, all of that there. Closing speed as well. Boom. Granddaddy's hips turn to sawdust. Boom. Somebody go make him some oatmeal. Granddaddy need to eat. Remember, in these instances, you're not just an edge player, you're a linebacker. So you're going to have flat duty at times. Like I said before, you may be able to have to work hook curl, but look at him right here. Reverse it to the flat, gets himself an interception off Patrick Mahomes there. Look at that. Looked like he was initially going to rush the passer here in their fabricated pressure scheme. Notices the back leaking out there. Splits the difference. I'm not sure if that was his man or he's just play recognition or something like that, but it doesn't look like his man coverage. He didn't run with the man. He just played Patrick Mahomes and knew no, it wasn't his man. Somebody was going to come up on the running back anyway. Great play recognition, ability to use your football intelligence and get yourself an interception. Ram. Real close to the goal line as well. Working on an in exchange here, you see him become the nail off of this in exchange here. You can see his quickness on display. Woo, whipped it around. Oh, right on Joe Burrow. They have these boys widening out for real. Working from the nines. You can see him right there getting Jonah Williams to bow out by pretending like it was going to be an arc run and then hit the inside on him, and he's able to cover that ground extremely quick. And you see the hammer right here working, trying to tie up a couple of blockers. The guard actually does a decent job of getting back around, but my man is able to get skinny. Once again, giving him half a man, less surface area, and he's right up on Joe Burrow. Great play. All right, this time, same deal here, running the arc, very much similar to the one I showed you before. This time, hit him with the hezzy, chopped it up. He chopped him on the hezzy that time, got him to stop his feet. You see him approach. Look, he's all over the place right there, right? He's giving him a lot of stuff to think about. The tackle sets out Jonah Williams there. He hits him with the hezzy and then chops it up. So you don't know if it's going to be an inside, outside move. Chops it up, and then look, he's first with the hands. Usually the first man wins, right? First man wins. He's over top, and he's able to just rake through, right? Arm under, keep working. It's almost like a finesse move that turns into a physicality move or a physical move, and then he's able to dip under there and slap chop. The slap chop. Y'all remember that shit? He slap chopped his ass like that infomercial and then recovered the fumble there. It was some good work here. Now, last thing right here, I want you to look at your man right here and just look at his open field speed, right? He was going to work the flat duty. He notices Joe Burrow flushing. By the time Joe starts to reaccelerate, too late. He's closing in on him. He's going to get you with a lot of athleticism. He's going to get you with a ton of hustle. So he'll get a lot of those blue-collar tackles as well. You always like that. He'll keep working. Very much a guy that I could have seen drafted by Seattle. He has that Seattle-style flavor there to his game, and we shall see there. Probably needs to get a little bit better pass rush set, and then he probably can take it to the next step past 5 sacks, right? Get you to 8 and 9 sacks or something like that. But we shall see, man. But I think it's a very underrated pickup, and I like what Seattle is doing if you factor in the trade and then what they're doing right now in free agency. But keep it locked right here, man, and I'll keep covering this bad boy, and we can see what's going on there. But Uchenna Nwosu, man, we in there, baby. All right. But it's your boy Murph, the Underground King, a.k.a. the DMV King. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.